Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to
Oh, hey, my
another
audio is still
video.
included from
I just got done recording a different video, but this time we have Galaxy here and someone else I know, Zombiexonyx. But today
welcome
isn't
to,
really gonna be like a talk about, isn't gonna be like a recording Hive Murder Mystery Day. This is gonna be us talking about mineplex today, about it re-coming open. Starting off with Galaxy, what questions do you have so far about the server?
One, why don't we just get straight into what's going on, and two, I'm pretty sure people can read the title. It's like you don't have to reintroduce it.
Yeah. But
It's not like we're naming this video, oh my god, Fortnite balls in your face.
God damn it. You couldn't kept it PG, man.
Why?
You couldn't have kept it PG. But anyway, speaking of which, let's get into this topic first, actually, to clear some stuff up. Mineplex, the reason why Mineplex shut down in the first place, it was the owner, Struck20, turned off the server. He shut it down, but now Mineplex is now under new ownership, which is ran by the new owner called Sam, but...
Sam, sorry.
Yeah, and Sam has a co-owner called Alex, which they are running, which in my opinion, they're going to be running Mineplex extremely good, in my opinion.
Extremely well, yeah.
Yeah, from what I've heard. And from what I heard from when I was in the VC with them earlier today, they seem to have a very good, thing of what they're planning on doing with the server. And I hope, I get to see more about what they talk about. Because I've heard talking about what they've done, but speaking of which, Galaxy, what question did you have that you think that you don't know yet? Because I know you weren't in that call today.
I haven't heard pretty much anything about it. I've been way too busy to actually keep up with this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So what is the main direction everything's going in? What is the actual future of Mineplex?
Well, see, okay, from what I've gotten from the call and from other people, from at least trustable people about the topic, Mineplex is going to be running now. It's going to start off right now opening up a Bedrock server, and from what Sam and Alex seem to be going on about, they're going to be extremely focused on the community and how the server's running, and it's also going to be focusing more on its games and updates and stuff, and its anti-cheat. Well, speaking actually of the anti-cheat too, they're actually gonna be very strict with it. They're not gonna be at all easygoing on hackers now. So the likelihood we're gonna be finding too many hackers is gonna be low. Yeah. We'll get more into the anti-cheat later. Here, Zombie, do you have any other
we'll
questions?
get into that with negative or positive.
Yeah, so are they going to be making any map changes?
So for what I've gotten out, I don't think they're changing some maps, but I do know they are going to recycle some old maps, and make new maps for us with their build team they're going to be that they're going to have. Cause I know they talked about having a build team, or not a build team, I have a team. But from that perspective, I have not been told on what it could be. So what's next?
So yeah, we should get back to possible a future for Mineplex. Who is Sam and who is Alex?
Sam and Alex were previous admins of Mineplex, so they've already had experience running it. And due to the reason they're also not opening Java first is because Java was the least good server to them, from what they know. Java wasn't nothing bad on Java, but it was their least profitable server, and they need money to run the Java server, so they're gonna start off with the Bedrock since it's the most simplest. Because it's harder for them to get a hold of the Java thing, which we'll get into a thing about connections and stuff for other things in a minute, but so far they really just want to be more open with the community than the last owner was, which nothing bad on that owner either.
Except a lot bad on that owner.
No,
from me, because
yeah, from your perspective, from what you've heard, but yeah, we can't talk anything bad about it. Yeah, so anything else questioned for anything else right now?
Mainly all I've seen is
the video from Hives. Yeah, but that was AI generated, so don't go off that.
Okay, so moving on, like
Yeah,
continue,
moving on from this topic
already
here.
forgot my question. Okay, so you want to talk about their any like knowledge about like what we know about their plans?
For like future development or for like the
Yeah,
games and stuff.
like what's coming back, maybe like
And yeah, what new things
what's
can
going
be added?
on.
Yeah, we can get into that. For what I
Yeah,
know,
let's go into like the positive.
like Cake Wars and like all the games that were originally there, like they're gonna stay there. That were in the server last. I'm uncertain about Death Run right now, but I didn't get info from Death Run. But they are planning on adding a couple other games back. Like the confirmed ones I've heard about were they talked about Gladiators. People have talked about Capture the Flag, and Bridges were talked about. Yeah, Gladiators is like a thing that was a like sword game. Like it was like a duels type thing, kind of. But other than
Do you
that, I
wanna go
don't know
into
too much about
depth
other games.
about? Do you want to go into depth about these games that like probably most people who just joined
Don't know.
Mineplex within like the last 2 years know?
Yeah, okay, so Bridges is like similar to it's like kind of like High Bridges, but I'm pretty sure they have a 4v4 mode. Or like I think they had like 4 players at a time mode. Like with 4 different bridges. I'm not sure. I never played Bridges on that one myself, so I wouldn't have full knowledge of this. But Gladiator is like a PvP based thing from what I've seen. And Capture the Flag, you know, speaks for itself. It's Capture the Flag.
Can't like, just not gonna know what
But
I
I
mean,
know
like-
that we've talked about Skyfall, of like hopefully seeing if we can get that added in, and hopefully they can put Death Tag in, which is my hot take, which I'm like, heavily wanting Death Tag back, but I don't really get that big choice on that. And heads up, murder's a female.
Yo, so yeah, I know. Do you want to go into say anything like what is Death Tag?
Okay,
those
yeah,
who don't
I
know.
can talk about Death Tag a little bit since I've actually played that server for fun. Death Tag is like a game where there was a bunch of hiders, and like one guy's like a wither skeleton. They used to use like
Okay.
old modeling things back then. It was a fun game mode for me that I saw, and really everyone who got hit by the Seeker became a Seeker, and like it was like timed if you can live longest. It was very fun. But speaking of like games topic, we should move on to kits of like how there's builder and stuff like that. That stuff is still going to be in there, and there are most likely going to be changes to some of them maybe, and there are going to be changes to adding more, and hopefully they're going to do this and move Mineplex out of the classics menu and put it out on a main featured game, because that is like as a lot of people have talked about, the only reason it's not done as well is because it's not on the main Mineplex thing. But other than that, did any of you two have any other type of questions?
Here let's talk about like kits for a second. Are these like hits going to be are there going to be like major changes, or are these going to be very minor?
Risky won't have that much clue about it because they didn't really give any hints about what these new kits could be. I'm assuming they might be like big changes to what used to be like the main thing that you would go for in kits. Like saying Builder and Warrior might not be the best kit to go as anymore. And things could change completely for certain
Murderer is
classes.
female.
I see. I see him too. One thing I did notice though was their take on the coding. They are changing completely up, so it won't. Hopefully, it's not gonna lag as much anymore.
that would
But
So it'll run better on
yeah,
even older devices?
unnotified on EU servers. I have no idea what that can change, but from what my knowledge is, I don't know. But other than that, I'm not fully sure. But I know they I think we should probably get into this here real quick because this probably won't be brought up by you two. About the reason why it's no longer a featured server is because when Strut20 was owner, the deal with them shutting down the server randomly made, from what I heard, Microsoft take them off the featured server list. So right now they from what I heard today, from my time today, they said they were gonna look into try to becoming a featured server again. But after they're done setting it up, so they were talking to Mineplex about it.
that would be good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
so basically that's gonna do. And speaking, anything else you guys specifically want to know about, real quick?
Okay,
Actually,
Oh, you go.
I good.
Yeah, go, zombie, go.
No,
What's your question?
actually, so like all the packs that you would have bought, do you get to keep those, or do you like waste the money?
Okay, yeah,
Ooh, that's a good
purchasable
question.
stuff. Okay, that's a very good question indeed. When it comes to purchase stuff right now, ranks and stuff will transfer over. Purchases should transfer over as well. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure stats are getting reset. It wasn't really talked about, but something was resetting. It's either leaderboard or stats like that, or level. So that's
So there'll
all
be
I
like
know.
a new chance for actually like
New leaderboard players to show up, yeah.
and then a chance for like a step down of old leaderboard players.
Yeah, for some people getting to step down, yeah. But I do also know this. From what I know, on the opening, it's gonna be pretty busy on its opening day. From a lot of people trying to jump on leaderboard. But other than that, what else do you guys have like wanting to know about knowledge? From what I know.
Okay, so how are they gonna handle like one thing like that was a major problem with the server before was like how its anti-cheat was absolute dog.
Yeah.
Like come on, it was not a secret. Everyone knew it.
Yeah.
Was
Yes.
abused.
Yeah. A lot of people
And
knew this.
There'd
Yeah.
be times where one hacker who was murdering everyone out of spite just for their own.
Yeah. Here.
fun
Yeah.
and
This is a good
gain
topic
of
to
it.
bring on right now. Knowing of what's happening in mineplex right now, their stuff is gonna be changing to. Well, okay, like the co-owner Alex, he's changing the complete coding. Like the coding's gonna be changed a bit now, so they're being extremely more strict of you know, the anti-cheat now, and like saying like you're gonna get banned. Like from what I've heard, they're not taking any chances, and like they're not gonna be nice about if you start hacking. Like it's not likely you'll get a second chance.
So are they gonna like IP ban you, or like?
IP
ban you
ban
from the
might sound
server?
like the most what happened, but for the least I think they might do is just be a normal ban. But I think if you do just come back for a second time on a different account, I think it's an IP ban as normal.
Okay.
I'm hoping they do look more into that though, and hopefully I can get more info about that later. I will try to get a hold of Sam about that to get more info. Maybe get him even on here maybe to talk about this, but that will be for a different time and day.
Yeah. of course.
Obvious. And I'll probably get Hype also to come by and talk about it as well, because his take on this is also pretty unique.
Yeah, he's a leaderboard.
Well, no, it's not that. He had connections with other people. He had like he was more inclined with the admins and that's in Mineplex than I was, because I was only really inclined to talking to people like him of leaderboard than the admins. But speaking of admins, though, there's a completely new staff so far, of what I've heard. All the old staff got demoted, so 2 normal players, but they will open for applications eventually. But it's ETA at the time, so there's no estimated time.
So it's possible, but
it's possible, but they might have already
sure
set. They already have a
yet.
set mindset for what a team's gonna be. Also, I've been murderer. Can you shoot me, Galaxy, if you can see me up there? Because I'm murderer.
Wait, where are you?
Oh, I'm under the map, ain't I? Damn.
You're,
So you guys-
you're murderer and underneath the map.
Yeah.
Is that why no one has died?
Maybe.
Like, do you see me?
Yes. Hello.
Where am I for you?
You're right above me. But getting back, we're getting off subject here. Speaking of what they're planning here,
We
is
should
there
probably
anything
hug
like?
real quick.
Yeah, I'll slash hub real quick while we talk about this. Is there anything else
Yeah.
like big you want to talk about here, real quick?
I'm gonna be honest. During like what we were talking about last, my dad came over and asked me what like movie we want to watch, so I missed everything.
Okay. I don't
So,
remember what I said, but
No, you don't have to go back into it. I'm just gonna ask a different question.
okay.
Okay, so okay, before I say anything, is there anyone in chat currently asking any questions?
I've not checked chat yet for Twitch, so I'm sorry, but someone else is gonna have to do that for me because I would like to focus on the questions. from you guys.
Yeah, okay, I'll go do that real quick.
I can't even join his live stream.
So, Zombie, do you have any other takes that you need to ask about real quick about what's happening with Mineplex?
I mean, no, I'm just hoping they make it better than it was before.
Which that is the whole plan
Okay.
of what they're going with here.
Right.
I am happy.
Oh
they're
my
doing
god,
good maps.
I see the murderers.
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy, what is your what is your question for this real quick?
Oh my god, that was so
Hey,
close.
question. Hey, getting off topic.
Sorry. Okay, so... Dang it, I don't have a question, but here, is there going to be anything new to expect, like, in terms of, like...
expect a whole new lobby for the Mineplex. They're changing the lobby this time again. They're gonna be changing some games up, probably. They're gonna be probably a change, because I don't know if VIP Plus is staying this time, by the way. It could be,
Probably
I hope not.
though.
But
I
let's
also
first
hope
let's
not.
get this one thing out of the way here. Me and Galaxy here, we're not big influencers when it comes to just Mineplex in general, because we don't have a big connection with some of the players. We've only really
Yeah,
talked to
I
every
definitely
leaderboard.
don't. Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't even talk to leaderboard either. I don't talk to leaderboard. You do.
Yeah, so like
I'm just kinda
I'm
along
not
for the ride.
really that much known to the community myself, unfortunately.
But probably this will like. At
But like
least
I'm
give,
hoping
like,
I
some
can change
insight,
that with
because,
my content, so like it can get more public with them.
Yeah, like we're trying to get like more information out there with this.
Yeah, talk about this
Well,
more.
Which is streams, but it's probably going to be.
It's
a
gonna be
video.
mostly YouTube video. Like speaking of speaking of its opening time right now, like for the server to come out, it's ETA. They have not released a official time for when the server comes out. Keep in mind.
Yeah, it'll probably be a while.
Yeah. Like it's probably gonna take a few months to
It's like
redo the coding and stuff. And for Java players,
Yeah,
the
'cause
server
they
will
gotta
open
do
to Bedrock
some-
first, but Java is still a thing that's coming out. So don't get discouraged.
Yeah, it'll probably take like a little bit more time after like a.
Yeah, no, but
for it to
oh,
be able to
speaking
come
of
out.
like equality between the two games, there is nothing special going to be given to either one. Like there may be there might be like some people like some games like might be a bit changed for depending on the server, depending on its thing, but it should all stay the same for all I know. Like there isn't gonna be like, but Java ranks are uncertain to be kept, by the way, because I think there's a bit difference here for that. I'm uncertain what's happening on the Java side because there hasn't been much info about it. So
There probably hasn't been much talk about it either.
no, because like right now they're focusing on the Bedrock real quick to get that open so they can get the Java one out. Cause like they just want to get at least they already had the stuff for the Bedrock one already set up, so they just want to set up the Bedrock one and send it out to us. But speaking of which, if you guys could think of a different, I got you. Hold up, Galaxy. You went to chat real quick, didn't you? You said, is there any questions in chat for us?
There's no questions in chat.
Okay. But speaking of like the player base, they are. I did forgot to mention this to you even earlier, myself, Galaxy. They are planning on changing one thing. They're planning on changing the. Fuck, goddamn it. Okay, fair. They're planning on changing the matchup basis. They're changing the matchmaking now. Like, I can get into a little depth here. I don't know too much about matchmaking. They're not going to be going it by stats. Keep this in mind, people. It's no longer going to be really stat-based too much. It's going to go off device-based for stats, for matchmaking. So saying now, PC player... no, I don't hear that. But devices... It's going to go so, like, now mobile players are more likely to pair up with mobile players compared to Xbox, and PC's really just going to be pairing up with PC in matchmaking. But, like, maybe there might be, like, a slight leaderboard change-up thing for that. Like, for me, like, once, like, certain leaderboards hit, like, some players might mix, but not everyone. For what I know about if Gem Hunter's staying and stuff like that, and the currency and stuff, no clue. I
Oh,
never
yeah,
asked that. I didn't get known about that.
Can we also talk about Gem Hunter for a little bit?
Yes. Okay. I'm
Once you got to
hoping.
like level 1, like you had pretty much everything.
Yeah. Yes. I know.
Like there was
A lot of us
no,
talked
there
about
was
it in the
no,
past. I think this like also was talked about
Yeah.
on Hype's thing before, like before Mineplex even shut down, like how useless Gem Hunter was. I'm hoping they add actual use to this actually now. But they are gonna get
If
strict
not,
on
like,
skins,
remake
by the
it.
way, too. People, I am gonna like. I think they're gonna be a lot more strict about certain stuff. But for like something Umbreon brought up when I talked about this with him earlier, you know, Atlas Blade. He asked
Yeah.
about if what's gonna happen to the people who use gas skins. I have no clue. I will ask about what's gonna happen to those players. Hopefully, like some can get like maybe they can limit the limitations that because they like that is a little annoying. But if you that's really just if you don't have the skill for that to understand how to hit him.
Yeah, like gas skins has always been like more
Yeah, and
baby
just for
mode.
future notes, I'm not gonna get into Plexverse. I'm not gonna get into that much of what that other server's going on about. I have no real info about that, about them in Mineplex right now. So that's a question you can join the Mineplex Discord for, which I won't be able to link in my
Link
Discord.
below?
I won't. No, I can't
Not
link
on
below.
Twitch, but
I can't. No, I can't link
Not-
below in Minecraft, unfortunately. So no, don't listen to Galaxy here.
we won't be putting like anything.
I
into
can't put a
freaking
link below
Discord.
like that. Links. I don't have the requirements to do a link below for not being part of the YouTube partner program. But speaking of YouTube stuff for content creator, what they're looking for content creators right now, they're not looking for like content creators at the moment until the server's up, but they will. I think some people can apply for it, but again, uncertain. They might just personally get a hold of certain people for that. Am I gonna be one? I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah,
but we
like,
don't know.
I don't have a full take on myself being a content creator. I hope I can become one of the ones that have it, but other than that, no clue. For you Java players
mean, we
worrying
are
about your
making this
immortal rank,
video.
I have no clue about that either for Java. Don't ask me about that. I don't know that.
We already discussed
About
not
Java.
having
Anything really about
any
Java based,
knowledge
you should
about
really go
Java.
into the Discord and ask about because I can't really answer too many questions here.
There's also probably not much
And
information
for you
for
people, I know
Java,
some people are wondering
apparently,
this. How do I
because
apply
they're
for
not working on
developer?
it.
They're not looking for developers right now. They'll ask people. They'll ask for They'll ask about that later for like stuff to open like that.
Are there any applications for anything right now?
No, not even beta testers.
Okay.
No, there's no beta testers going out right now. There's no mods, devs, anything. I think the person who's going to be leading that thing about developers and stuff like that, that's going to be Alex, but don't spam him or bug him about it. That's messed up. Don't, like, spam these owners for, like, anything specific or that you want. Just let them get the server up and running. Like, the more we bug them, the more time it's going to take.
Here, can I go on a little tangent real quick?
Here.
Make sure you respect like the current old owners and all.
Yeah, like, don't throw
so,
too
like,
much shade on the old people
number.
because, like, that, like, they tried their best to run the server. And, like, yeah, just...
Yeah, they were like, and also if like things don't turn out like as we hope.
Yeah,
with
don't
this one
don't put yourself too
immediately,
high on
there's still
expectation
hope.
list.
Like, keep in mind, this is two people
Trying to
their
run
best
one
with
server.
what they have.
Yeah.
Two people pretty much against a world created.
Yeah. And if you
Created by,
okay,
like,
heads up,
lazy
just to get
management
this
from
clear there
before.
real quick. This server was not given to Sam and Alex. They did have to purchase it from the last owner.
How much
So-
was it again?
I don't know. They never said the price, but from what I've heard from somebody, it was like extremely expensive.
Yeah, wasn't like the original.
Well, no, like
Purchase
from
of,
what
Mineplex.
I've heard from someone else,
The
like
guy, like-
it was like worth like a very like way too spendy from what I heard from someone else. But I'm uncertain if that was
Like
the
around a
legit.
million, right?
Yeah, but I doubt that's like the no way they would put that as a legit price though. I don't know. I don't know how much.
Mineplex was a very big server.
Yeah, it was. But I'm not sure like what they would go on about it with. So
It most likely costed like a very pretty penny.
yeah, so
So,
like don't throw
please,
too much
like,
shade at them.
Yeah, respect.
I
like, the
won.
people
I
working
won and
on
looking
this.
forward to what they're gonna come up with. I hope that according to them also, like, we should have more of a voice of what's gonna happen in the server more than last time. So like, they'll actually start listening. They'll like listen to some of the community about what happens and stuff. I did try. I was asking about them earlier today, but asking to make a suggestion channel, so we have to go too deep into it. So like, so we don't have to personally always keep adding him about it in the Discord. Also, keep in mind, guys, don't spam at him. he has better things to do right now than to constant answer your Discord 24/7.
Yeah, that also falls under.
And
like,
just because if he does, another heads up,
respect.
if he's not like working on the server like 24/7, it's meaning because he needs to take a break from it for now. Because like he's like it takes a lot of time and effort to run the server, probably to run that server. I specifically wouldn't know. I've never ran mineplex, but from what I've seen from
Also,
other servers, it takes a lot.
remember these are humans.
That
Remember
too.
these people are humans.
Yeah, they can't do the
Like,
impossible and stuff.
These are people who were admins before, right?
Yeah, admins of the last
And
server.
now
So.
and now they pretty much own it and,
And
are
they're
trying to fix something that was
fix a lot that was wrong with
pretty
it.
much. Yeah, it
Like
was
for
pretty
Java, like
much
I'm pretty like for Java, there's like a lot
uh,
of bugs and lag and stuff for both servers, both sides. They are planning on trying to go very hard into fixing that. I don't know if it's running on 1.8 anymore, guys. So I don't ask me. It could be running on 1.9 now, but I don't think they're pushing it to the newest update. But maybe it does. Who knows? Maybe the server will be constantly updated to the new stuff, which would seem actually
maybe
pretty
it'll
cool.
get up.
But let's be real here. For how much talk in the Discord is about their PvP, for how much they like that, it's probably saying 1.8 and 9. It's probably staying around there, so.
Yeah,
But speaking of which, Galaxy, what was your take on the whole matchmaking thing for lobbies?
matchmaking.
Yeah.
I actually didn't really know about that. I'm more someone who kind of
Oh, I see.
goes with the. I'm someone that goes with the flow.
You know, you should let me live,
see,
you know?
Like, you know.
Pick her
that's a
instead.
really good idea. He took all three of you.
Okay. But speaking of new games, guys, like I am hoping like a couple of times we talked about these newer games, but we hope they can become a reality. Like we don't want to rush them. I'm pretty sure some of the holiday stuff might no longer be holiday, and hope they change the Halloween one. Oh my god, that was not that best, but it was a cool game mode. Like yeah, Castle Siege, but wasn't really fit the Halloween vibe. And maybe they can like edit the lobby every time now to make it actually look Halloweenish, because I know they started being lazy about that in the last one. Like no offense to the other like admins or moderators, like the collectibles stopped being like a thing too after a while. So, speaking of your take on this, Galaxy, what's your take on those collectibles that we collected around the map to get crates?
I like them, but I feel like they didn't always work.
You didn't think they were?
Should have.
Yeah.
I found it to be a good way to get like crates early on when you're like starting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like if you're not someone who always like
Yeah.
plays like a mineplex every day is like needed.
Yeah. I also like hope for like future notice they change like the way so like the mineplex menu, like how they did, you hit start a bunch and like get the menu to turn off particle stuff and change rank. I hope that can just be like a thing on the hotbar feature now instead, because to make that easier for us, and maybe make parties easier to do too, maybe. But I do actually like their party system and joint and friend system for slashes. That's extremely simple for me.
Yeah. Also, I really am hoping like there's a lot of microtransactions taken out.
Yeah, like small tweaking.
With like a VIP plus being something you have to rebuy every 10 days.
You mean 30 days? Like if they're gonna have a monthly
every 30 days,
subscription,
like a month.
like don't like I get it. It wasn't that expensive, but can we not have like exclusive games for it? Cause like that
Yeah,
kills off the
like,
lobbies for those. Cause not many people are gonna go buy that just for exclusive things.
Yeah,
Just
like,
gonna say.
how many did like
Play Death Run.
have
It
when
had
was
like a
released?
couple, like
Yeah,
3
like-
to 4 every now and again, but overall not much.
Yeah, that like nobody in it. So like,
Yeah, speaking of which, I don't know, by the way, also to some people who play Cake Wars, I don't know if they're gonna add trios. I hope they might, but the more people you bring, the more people you notify about the server to join, the probably more likely we'll have more like lobbies like that and fill lobbies more. Hopefully, Mineplex can hold up its standards to have more people and less hackers.
Yeah. Also, is there any way to support or like donate money by any chance?
Yes, there should be a way. I think you can like invest the server, like, or something like that. Maybe not invest is the word, but like I think there is a way you can like give money to the server owners, but like I think you have to actually talk to them about that, but I'm not sure. I know like it's the server, like it ran like before for some people it didn't run too well, but I was also talked about by Umbreon about texture packs, like if they're gonna like allow certain texture packs, like are they gonna texture pack check people? For what I know about that, no clue, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I have no clue, and maybe I don't truly know what they would go on about with that, so like saying as here guys, we have very limited information for the server, so
yeah, this is pretty much like a video giving off like literally
what we know so far,
all,
so we
like,
can hand
the
out to the public.
information we know.
We
like,
think we know, or like we have like slight intel on, like not full
yeah,
intel.
we are currently very much wannabe journalists.
Not wannabe. Hey, come on. We're like more of like wanted to be Mineplex main players. Like, speaking of which, like if they keep my levels, I'm like not. I wasn't that far from I wasn't that far from Cake Wars Duos leaderboard, and which I will push back for if my if my status stays. Yeah. And I would have been uploading more Mineplex content, but when I started doing Mineplex content, it was like on its last few days, so I didn't get to like play much of it. Like I think our last last Mineplex video in general was me and yours when we did Cake Wars. Speaking of which, we'll put that one in the as a thing for you guys to check out after this. Other than that, though, yeah, like right now we've been uploading like Gang Beasts and stuff right now and like Castle Crashers. That's mostly because like the server we like to play is Mineplex, but it's not open, so we can't really record it. No, I just don't really like Hive's PvP that much, but like no hate on the server. I love the murder mystery in it, but that's really kind of around my take on it forever. So. Like, I used to be big at it. I'm not talking smack. Like, Hive's a good server, but it's just, I don't really like some of the stuff in here. Like, same with CubeCraft and stuff. But back to Mineplex, because we should be focusing on that. What do you think, Galaxy, if you could change anything yourself in the server, what would it be? Yeah, we touched on that. Like, what just general thing that's from the actual game? Yeah. But, like, they weren't the worst. Yeah. Like, this isn't, like, a big thing. Yeah, here, like, after your thing, the thing I have to say, like, it's not that big of a take, but it is something I think, like, a small thing that should be added, because it was added in Java. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's free. Yeah, but most of the time, yeah. Yeah. Kit. Yeah, I did. I was Gen Hunter too. I ended up with Gen Hunter 2. Yeah. Well, no, I don't think you did, because I'm mineplex level 68 or something. But here's like, let's go on my take here. That, if you don't mind, a bit changed. Yeah. I think maybe just make some classes a little bit more expensive or cheaper, because like if they add more kits, that should solve some of the issue. But I think the XP grind for it might be a bit much to get Gem Hunter, because like how many times you get like a few thousand gems to get, like you'd already have like a couple classes by then, so was a bit buggy and stuff like that. But let's shift over. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, what you didn't like. Yeah, the thing I think, like, it's not that big, but I like that little change that they had for Java. Like in Cake Wars, like if you claim a beacon, if 2 people were on the beacon, by the way, they would claim it faster in Java if 2 people were on the beacon of the same team. I feel like that's a small thing that would be kind of cool to add the Bedrock side, so like we can claim our points faster. Yeah. 6, in case someone like skipped over that fact. Other than that, like, I feel like everything's pretty decent about Mineplex, about Cake Wars and Mineplex. Like, I know some people, like, hate the TNT poly and stuff like that, but it's not that big of a difficulty, because you can kill the sheep, which not many people know, actually, surprisingly. Which I'm gonna spread that word out now. You can kill the poly. Yeah, some people, well, because, like, the risk is the poly can one-shot you, but if you combo the poly off, like, it's not that hard, but I do know what people are talking about, though, because, like, if they bridge up and place the poly, yeah, that's guaranteed to kill you. Just don't run up and try to hit the poly. Stand back so you can try to hit the player. You would have to focus the player at that point. Maybe this should be, I know Hive has this, I recommend this as well. Can we put a limit down below the map for how low you're allowed to go? And, like, as sudden death happens, it raises it up to, like, the main area, so you can't drop down. So you can't, like, hide under the map anymore. Like, that was a big annoyance in Cake Wars. People hid down. I don't remove height. Don't, like, I know there's, like, height limit in, like, Cake Wars and not in Micro Battle and Sky Wars. I found it funny in Micro Battle and Sky Wars. You could bridge up for eternity, because, like, that's how fun a lot of some fights are funny if you were under-geared. So I guess that would be fine, but maybe put a little height on it. Maybe make like a default roof, but don't shrink it. Don't lower it, because that would make it harder for some players if they were under-geared. Like, they had a good, like, sudden depth thing for Sky Wars, but no, and I guess Micro Battle had the same thing, yeah. So I guess maybe just put a little limit on how high you can go, and you're good there. I know Umbron asked me about this, adding fishing rods to Cake Wars. I don't know. Like, I don't know about this. I've never been known to try that, but if they added that to Sky Wars and Cake Wars, that'd be cool. That'd be cool, random new take on that, but I don't think it's gonna change too big of the server, or it might, who knows. But again, my take on it, I kind of wanted to add water, maybe. I kind of thought you could maybe add like water or lava buckets or cobwebs, but some people were not liking my take on cobwebs and lava. But some people also want potions. Like, yeah. So I guess that's really just it of what we have to say today, because like that's really all we can say very much about this. Yeah, I say Mineplex so far, yeah, it's my closing statement here. Mineplex, I think, is the best it's ever done right now. It's going to be doing very good right now. I'm very happy to see what these new owners do in the future. Maybe they'll watch this video, Galaxy. Maybe they won't. Who knows? We'll never know unless they comment. So, thank you all so much for watching. Oh, hello. Yeah, I guess thank you all so much for watching and hearing our take on and new stuff that we heard that can happen to Mineplex and probably will. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next take. Bye-bye.